Hi Flosstube, I'm Sally. I'm StitchySally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is the 27th of August 2025 and this is Flosstube number 105. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It's lovely to have you here. If you are new and you do like what you see, please do consider subscribing and liking any of my videos that you might watch. I did have a little bit of an uptake in subscribers and then I lost some. Seems to be the way, doesn't it? But anyway, so I've got a finish to show you, a couple of new starts, little bit of haul and just the usual whips. So if you don't like seeing the same old, then this video will not be for you. So for a start off, I will show you my planner for August. I don't know whether I showed this last time actually, I do not remember, but there we go. Nearly at the end of August now, can you believe it? Oh, this year is going so fast, I don't like it. I seriously wish it would slow down. So I have stitched every day. I haven't stitched very much in an afternoon, just now and again, depending on what we've been doing. I do tend to do most of my stitching in an evening, or at least I do seem to have done for the past while anyway. So I haven't got September stickered up yet. I will do that sometime before next Monday. So I will start with my finish, and it's a fully finish as well. Yeah, go me. So this is Lotus Lake Stitching, and it is from their sheep calendar, and this, as you can see, is the December sheep. So these are all stitched on 32 count raw opalescent linen by Swargas, and I'm using DMC. And I love this one, absolutely love it. I mean, I love all of them, but I have my favourites. I do like some better than others. I think it depends on the colours and everything. So this is how I finished them all, just backed them on card. Rick-rack, this is all reused because my calendar that I have did have Country Cottage Needleworks, can't remember what the series was called, but it was a house, square ones like these, so I've just reused that. I've taken those off the card and everything, reused everything, and then these will hang on my calendar instead. And I think I'm probably going to make the Country Cottage ones up into little pillows to bring out each month. So that's my December one. So these just hang each month on. It's just basically 2 pieces of card with fabric on stuck together with a hanger on, and I can't remember what they're called that I hang these onto, and then a calendar, little calendar thing on the bottom showing the month and all the dates. So yeah. So I've now only got January and February to do, so I'm quite pleased about that. And that is a stitch along that lovely Elaine, Ellie Stitcher and I are hosting, and it's hashtag Stitch Sheep for 2025. And I also stitch these on a Friday for the Friday Sheep Stitch with my dear friend Barb, who is Batty Bat 210 on Instagram. So, new starts. So of course, because I finished December, I had to start January. Plan was, as I've said before, to stitch one a month, and I have just carried on. So January. So as I say, January and February left to do. And I am using all the called for threads. And again, if you've been here before, you'll know that I made a mistake with that one. That is not what it should be. but I have I have since realised and got the right one out. And I say stitching all these on 32 count raw opalescent, and there's my start on January with that very delightful snowman. Very, very cute. So yeah, I'm getting on really well with these. I'm really enjoying them as well. They are a nice quick-ish stitch. Some of them are quicker than others, and I do really enjoy it. So that's one new start. And then I did mention last time that I was going to be starting another Jeannette Douglas Designs Chubby, and I did. And this one is Chubby Squirrel, which was in my haul from 123 Stitch in July. You can't let a child travel alone, can you? So, you know. So I got that, and I also picked up some fabric. They had a suggested fabric to stitch it on, so I just ordered some of that just as Wygart Antique White. So those are the threads. I do have one missing because I didn't realise there was another one that doesn't have a DMC equivalent, so I shall have to have a look and see. I think there's two, depending on the fabric that you use, there's two different threads. And there is my Chubby Squirrel. So I started this on Monday last week. So obviously it's had 2 sessions on it. And yeah, love it. It's very, very cute. So this is this little bit here that I haven't stitched. This is that's the thread that I need to do a conversion for to find. Unless I have it. If I have it, I might use it. So really pleased with that. So that's my second new start since you saw me last. So I will move on to just good old whips. Yeah, in no particular order. I do have a different whip for each evening most of the time. Sometimes not, just depends. I do tend to like trying to finish things as I get closer to the end of the year, so that I can try and have a fresh start come January the 1st. It doesn't always work, but I do like to try and do that. So this is Cottage Garden Samplings, and it's Peacock Pink Keep, which I absolutely love. So I pre-ordered this when it came out, which I think it was last year. Yep, 2024. I pre-ordered it from Coffee Craft Fabrics. I have mentioned it before. Megan will sometimes do pre-orders where you can pick whether you just want the chart, whether you want the chart and the threads, or the chart, threads and fabric, or just the chart and fabric. So I opted to get the chart and fabric. I'm using sorry, that was I'm sorry, I hope you didn't hear that. That was really big. I sigh a lot just lately. So these are the threads, all DMC barring this one, which is Deep Sea by Weeks Dye Works. And as I said, this is a Coffee Craft Fabrics dyed fabric. It is 32, it's a 32 count. And Megan doesn't name her fabrics, and that is not, it's not true to life, isn't that? It's a little bit deeper, I would say, but but it is a lovely, lovely fabric. It's an absolute joy to stitch on. I have been in Megan's fabric of the month. I think I had about 6-7 months in it. I don't know, it's last year or the year before, I think. And I do still have some left, and it is an absolute joy to stitch on. It's really, really lovely. So there's that. And I'm nearly finished. I do just have to have some filling in to do on the feathers. I nearly called them leaves. Why on earth? Yeah, on the feathers, and then a bit of back stitch to do, and it'll be done. So it might be finished tonight. It depends on how well I get on with it. But I do love it. It's really, really pretty, beautiful design. Just gonna grab a drink. And I hope my laptop's not too noisy. It's making a noise. And then next one. Oh, sorry. That's tickled my throat. I just pop that back in there before I lose it. It'll probably, no matter, look, it'll end up going under the settee. So my next whip that I do on a Saturday night with my dear friend Lainey, who is Lainey Main on Instagram, is Button Box. This is Blackbird Designs, and in case you don't already know, it's from the booklet In Friendship's Way. So mine isn't going to be a button box, so I'm not going to put any buttons on. I'm going to see if I can find just some flowers to stitch instead, and it's not going to say button box either. I think it's going to say treasures, and I'm probably either going to end up stitching it over one so I can use the same font, or choosing a different font so that it will fit in, because it is not going to fit in if I use that font and stitch it over two. So how are you getting on with yours, Nat? So Stitch, so Nat. And if you haven't watched Nat before, do go and have a look. She does some absolutely fantastic projects. I think she deserves more viewers than she gets, and more subscribers. So I am using the DMC conversion off the chart, and I love these colours. They're quite autumnal. Really, really like how this is looking. So this is on a 32 count platinum linen. Where's what I got? And there we go. Getting on really, really well. I don't think, no, I didn't mention it last time, but there is a mistake. Of course there's a mistake. When isn't there a mistake? But I did not realise until, so it's this side border, and I did not realise until I'd got, probably at the top border. So it's not coming out. It's just staying where it is. Nobody's ever going to know unless I tell them exactly where it is. So it is going quite well. Well, it's going very well, actually. Obviously the house that took the most, because it's a big house, and we all know what I'm like with big houses. I do seem to have a tendency to stitch big houses. But yeah, loving it. It's very, very pretty, and I just can't wait to get it on my box top. I do need to get whatever I want to stain my box with or paint it with. I do need to get something. So that's that. Sorry, just going to put this away before I move on. And then this one is what I stitch on a Tuesday evening. And this is Yasmin's Made with Love, Never Forget. Absolutely gorgeous piece. So if you're new, I have changed the colour of the wording in the middle because it didn't show up very well on my fabric. It says, never forget the difference you make. So instead of using, I can't remember what colour that was now without pulling the chart out, and as you can see, that's on the packaging. So instead I am using, I think it's 3802, which is used on the heart. So I'm using a mixture of DMC, and Yas very kindly included 4 Tom and Lily Creations threads as well. So these, I think these 3 are actually on the thread list. This one isn't, it's a substitute. But yeah, the beautiful threads, really nice to work with. And I'm stitching this on 36 count pearl grey linen from Zweigart. And there we go. So as you can see, I have completed all the words. I had the word make to fill in, so I've done that. I have filled in the bird's tail that I'd missed. Still need to put the legs on, the legless birds at the moment. And I have just about done all the outlines of the flowers. I just need to do a few more there, 2 more, and finish the outline on that one. That one there. So then I need to go back and fill in all the flowers. And then there's quite a few other bits left to do as well. But I love this, it's absolutely gorgeous. And I will be giving, well, I'm going to ask Yaz's permission first if I can give it away, because I won it from her. I will ask her permission, and then if she says it's okay, when I finished it, I will be giving it away. And then final whip. Oops, what am I doing? I've already unzipped it. Oh, what am I like? Right. Final whip. Long Dog Samplers, the Pilgrim. And as I have said many a time before, I love this. I think it is my favourite thing to stitch. I started it, I think it was November the 3rd, somewhere around there, 2023. It did get put away a little bit, I think when I was doing my 6 for 60 in the December, but I have stitched on it since then every Sunday. And like I said, I just love it, absolutely love it. So I'm using Anchor Black, which is what, 403 is it, I think? DMC White, and that is for the back stitch, any back stitch that is on the black. And Carrie's Creations Old World Red for the wording. And this is on a piece of 20 count Balana. I think it's an off-white or antique white, not entirely sure. So So I am working on page 11. Forgot how many pages there were then. Page 11. So I've completed the frog, turd, whatever he is. He's very cute. And then I've stitched the bird. I have stitched, I think it's a squirrel, 2 nose, and then I've made a start. You can see there the sailing boat, yacht. So yeah, I am just loving it, absolutely loving it. And that needle minder there was one that was gifted to me by Lindsay, who is Wolfie Stitches. Yeah, really happy with that. So we'll see how I get on. See if I can get it finished by the end of the year, which is what I would like to do. I don't think I would start another one straight away. I think I'd have a wee break. But you never know. Right. I'll do the giveaway winner now. So I was giving away the chart and the leftover beads. As I say, I don't know whether there'll be enough. I don't think there will be enough, to be honest, to do it again, but you can always pick your own or match them up or whatever. So yeah, I was giving that away, and there was 4 people, I believe. Oops, sorry, I've gone too far. Just turn the brightness up so that you can see it. So the winner is Adele Cotton 81. Ooh, that's too bright. Try again. There we go. Adele Cotton 8106. So I think I already have your address, Adele, but if you can just either message me on Instagram or email me at the email in the description box down below, just to make sure, and then I'll get that in the post to you. So congratulations, Adele. Right, haul. So last time I did mention that I had ordered a scissor fob bag charm from Adele at TaylorMade. TaylorMade Stitchery. I think it's TaylorMade Stitchery. I don't know. I meant to put the link to her coffee shop in the description box, and I don't think I did, but I will try and remember. So this is the fault of Sarah, who is Cross Stitch Sarah. Got to blame somebody, because she showed on Instagram the pink sheep that she had got, and it was so cute. I think there was only yellow, white, and I can't remember what the other one was, teal maybe, when I went and had a look, so I got the white one, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Love it. So thank you so much, Adele. That is just so damn cute. And do go and have a look at Adele's coffee shop, as I will try and remember to link it. But if you go find her on Instagram, there's a link on her Instagram post, TaylorMade Stitching. I think that's right anyway. And what I really like about some of these small businesses, they also include little extras. That's upside down. Some stickers, which are a really nice touch. So yeah, do go and have a look. I'm not quite sure what she's got left, think she's hoping to do a shop update at some point soon. And then, yeah, I bought a chart. There may be more in my future. So Little Dove Designs were having a sale. They had so much off their kits and then so much off their charts. So phase charts are available as PDFs on Etsy, and then the kits are on her website. So I do have one of her kits. They are really, really lovely, really nicely made up. And I have stitched some of her charts when she used to do the printed charts as well. So yeah, I do have a kit. I have the Robin one, which is so cute, and it's terrible, isn't it? Because the more you buy, and then you're desperate to start everything, and it's not good, because I am probably going to have to live to at least 100 to get through everything that I've got, and that's not good, is it? I really should stop buying, but it's a bit of an addiction, isn't it? I suppose it's a better addiction than some things. So yeah, I digress. Little Dove Designs Snowflakes, and I just think this is absolutely gorgeous. It was a sale. I didn't join, obviously, when it was the sale, and I was intent on getting it when it was released in January, I think. And then I just talked myself out of it and said, you're not buying anything. It did go well for a while, until Nashville, and then I did have a couple of things from Nashville. So this says, like snowflakes, we are all different in our own beautiful way. And isn't that so true? Yeah, love it. Absolutely adore it. So that's my haul. My little sheep scissor fob, which will be going sorry, excuse me, on some sheep scissors that I have. And that, God only knows when I'll stitch it. I've just thought I won't get the kit because I can just kit it up myself with whatever fabric I want. Because I do like 36 count. Just depends on how much longer I'm going to be able to see it for, doesn't it? I like 40 count as well, actually. So we'll see. So I have kitted up one of the smaller pieces from With Thy Hands by Teresa Kogut. If you've been with me before for at least a year, well, maybe not quite a year, but I started With Thy Hands, the big sampler thing. Can't call it a sampler really, can you? From With Thy Hands for my 60th birthday. And then I put the booklet away and thought I'll do the other two pieces because I do want to stitch the other two. So I can't, I've left it over there, and I'm not going to rattle everything and get up and go and get it. So I have kitted one of those up. It's the one that she makes into a needle book if you've got the booklet. So I've got that kitted up for when I finish something and get on with that. So I want to get some of the Teresa Kogut Ryder Blake fabric that she finishes it with. I have found somewhere that's got it, so I'm going to get some of that ordered. So yeah, that's hopefully what I'm going to start. I'm doing secret stitching on a Thursday, and I'm going to be doing that for the foreseeable. I have finished one thing, started another. And I think if I sit down at any time in an afternoon, I'll do my secret stitching as well. If as I said last time, I am quite enjoying my reading, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, I think that's everything. What was I reading last time? Starless Sea. I finished the Starless Sea. Really enjoyed that. It was just I just couldn't put it down. I had to keep going with it. Really enjoyed it. I know a few of you have said that you'd read The Night Circus and you thought that was you'd enjoyed it, and I don't remember, somebody said they'd enjoyed it more than the Starless Sea, so I'll borrow that off Abigail at some time if she doesn't mind me borrowing it. And then I had a Winnie the Pooh box set, so I read those. I liked the stories, wasn't so keen on the poetry, but I did read them all. And I'm now reading Freddie Mercury's biography. There's been a few, I do not remember, I think it's the definitive Freddie Mercury maybe, I can't quite remember, so I'm reading that now. So yeah, I think that is everything. I don't think there's anything else to say. No life update really. Still waiting for an appointment. Me and my husband went to Top Hill Low last Thursday. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a few photographs. I didn't put many up. In fact, a lot of the photographs got dumped. But yeah, we did. We saw kingfishers, which was really nice. Absolutely love seeing those. They're gorgeous. And there wasn't really very much about. And then we went. They have a members' hide. My husband's a member, and yeah, they have a members' hide, and it's just right level with the. Well, it's usually level with the water, but they'd let some out so that when the wading beds are coming in, the waders have got mud and everything to go in. And we saw, thanks to a lady, very, very learned lady on her beds, we saw a ruff, a sandpiper and a snipe. So I got photographs of those. So yeah, it was nice. It was chilly, but it was nice. And we've now got really hot weather again. Had a little bit of rain, which we desperately need rain. We've had a hosepipe ban since June, maybe June. Yeah, because the water levels in the reservoirs are very, very low. Desperately in need of rain. So that's it. I'm going to stop waffling, and I am going to go. I think still haven't watched a lot of Flosstubers. I say enjoy my reading. I did manage to watch Lindsay, Cheshire Stitcher, and if you haven't watched Lindsay, do go and give her a look. Oh my god, her stitching, her beading, amazing. So yeah, do go and have a look. I can't think who else I've watched. I think I say not many. I am basically just taking ones out of my to watch later because I just can't get them watched with. I still don't use my earbuds, and I'm not going to use one in this ear because obviously my surgery. Don't want anything near it. I'm hoping to get my hair cut the next time. I didn't have it cut the last time. I should have done because I didn't want my hairdresser near my ear. So my fringe is getting very, very long now. I'm not so sure I want to near it next time, but anyway, it's going to have to get cut sooner or later. Right, I'm going. That's it. I'm off. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your lovely comments. Thank you to everybody who keeps coming back time and time again. If you've been with me from the beginning, if you've joined me halfway through, I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Just for coming and watching, because I'm not the most interesting. I don't have that many whips, but thank you, truly appreciate it. So hopefully I will see you in a couple more weeks. Take care everybody and enjoy every single stitch. Bye bye.